Hi,
Hey,
girl. You can
Lucy
hear me
Lou.
good?
Yeah, what you got your face double?
It's my eyes.
You got a double face in your eyes.
Yeah. Then they kind of get a glimpse of what I look like, but you kind of don't.
You know you got two faces there? That's how you did it
Yeah,
on
I know
purpose.
what I got.
Oh, okay. What up, though?
So, hold on. I'm trying to figure out the microphone over here. Audio default. Let me go to speaker. Okay, say something to me now.
Hey.
Okay, I can hear you a lot better on this. Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
where's the people? We got to go find them or what?
No, just talk. Don't worry
Oh.
about the people.
Oh. Well, what are we talking about? What's my subject?
Whatever you was just talking about.
Shit, we can talk
Anything.
about a whole bunch of fucking shit. So right
You talking about
now,
the drug addiction.
yeah, we was talking about that. So,
You can talk about what you want to talk about.
well, okay, so my mom's friend who I'm waiting for me to fucking reply right now. This hold on. In 2000 that pissed me off. So I took the painting. But I'm about to whoop this bitch's ass. This she not answering my question.
Who the friend?
Yeah, okay. So okay, give you a little background. My mom's best friend from childhood, they grew up together like ever since like elementary school. And so she was always an alcoholic. And my dad, he used to call her Six Pack Michelle because he said she would always come over with a six pack in one end, on one hand, a six pack in one hand, and a fucking kid on her hip in the other hand. So she used to always like be a drunk and shit, but then like I don't know, like the older she got and stuff, like she fizzled like out of control. She became like um girl, she was living with a fucking a pimp. She let a pimp move into her house.
Really? Hello? Is your phone ringing or something? Hey, girl, what happened? Lucy. Lucy Lou. Lucy. Lucy. Where you at, good?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Okay, sorry. So I don't know. So anyway, so basically, look. So back in the day, uh, so anyway, so she fizzled out of control, bitch. Like she became a crackhead, lost her fucking house, uh just whatever. So basically, so now she's living with her fucking sister. Her kids don't want nothing to do with her. One of her kids just died of cancer. Um and so, like my mom don't really fuck with her because they on different levels, you know what I'm saying? But my mama feels sorry for her for like Christmas or Thanksgiving because like she don't really be having nowhere to go or nothing. So my mom was nice and invited her over to the house on Christmas. Well, when she came over and stayed the night on Christmas, she ended up and she's always like, oh, buy me a case of beer and I'll pay you back, or buy me some cigarettes and I'll pay you back. Mind you, my mama don't even smoke. Like, and the whole thing is she never pays my mom back, but my mom always does for her, like, cause she just be feeling for her. So then this bitch fucking, I guess, asked to borrow a charger cord for her phone or some shit, and ended up walking out and taking the cord with her. Well, it's just a charger. So my mom asked her, like, did you accidentally take that charger with her? Because that charger, my mom's got an iPhone, so that was a Droid phone. So the charger is basically like me and my brothers when we go over there and need to charge our phone. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, did you take it on accident? Oh no, that's mine, and gets all defensive. And then goes online and starts blasting on my mom and calling her a cunt and all this shit. And, like, people are fucking like, not to be getting in y'all business, but you two are both grown ass women, old enough to be my mother, and y'all's fighting like 12-year-olds over a fucking charger cord. And it goes a lot deeper than that because my mom had left one day and she had came over the house and she stole a painting off my mom's wall at the house. And this was years ago. My mom forgave her for that shit. So I'm like telling her, you need to apologize and shit to my mom, like, and squash this shit over a charger cord because, life is too short, whatever. So now this drunk bitch is coming back at me talking about, oh, we already discussed the painting and we discussed that my son stole my brother's bike. She's talking about like when my brother was like 6, 7 years old, bitch. Like, right, exactly. This is like 30 years later, bitch. What is you talking about? We ain't talking about that. We talking about a charger cord, bitch. I'm telling you, you need to apologize to my mama. Flat the fuck out. So that's what I was waiting for her to do was fucking comment back. But when I switch over to my Facebook to try to read the comment, the shit, I guess I'm losing my microphone on you. So I don't know. She just commented some fucking wild ass fucking shit. In 2000, that pissed me off. So I took the painting back that I took from Riverfront Cafe. As far as the cord, I don't have it. Hold on, I'm trying to read. I don't have the cord. Look in his room. He took the cord. It wasn't on the phone in the morning. Like, she's just lying. Like, for what? Like, and it don't even matter. That's not the point, bitch. The point is, I told you to apologize to my mom. She, girl. But anyway, so she's just been inboxing me, like, on some crazy shit, just like dropping pictures of like her dead daughter and all this shit, trying to get the sympathy and support from me that she's not getting from my mom. Like, oh, feel sorry for me type shit. Like, no, I'm not feeling sorry for you type shit. I'm gonna go there. Fuck. But yeah. So that's that. The fuck?
What Damon at work?
Yeah, he at work right now. He at work. And so he's doing what he can do, with his addiction. I went to my counselor today. Girl, listen, it's just funny. Okay, so like I went and saw my counselor 1 week ago and we chopped it up, whatever, this and that. She's like, I really want you to get into a meeting, like kind of like a meeting that would explain to me about addiction and if I choose to live with an addict or I'm going to be with an addict, I need to learn how to cope and deal with situations and how to live with an addict. So I decided, I was going to go to this meeting and stuff. And so he kind of jumped ship with me and he decided to go. And we went to the meeting and stuff like that. And there was a lady there and she like had been with her husband for like 20 some years. He's an addict. And now they're like dealing with the aftermath of their daughter because the daughter's like basically picking up, the family role of what she's known all her life of being an addict. And so now she wants to dibble herself. So they're going through that. And the lady was like speaking out and she was saying every fucking thing I always wanted to say, but didn't know how to put it in a word format. And basically, like, she was talking about, how I was saying, like, Joe's family got mad at me because I posted online that he was an addict and things of that sort. Okay, that's your own guilt because if you guys cared so much, where was you guys at when he was alive? You only want to come around and fucking act off some type of way because he's not here and you're living with that guilt. You know what I'm saying? And then like people are all like, oh well, why are you saying this and that about Damon and bashing him and this and that? Well, the lady like was explaining like when you live with an addict, like you go through like emotions and cycles of things. So you know that person's capability and you know like how good of a person that they really can be, especially when they're sober. Because when somebody's sober versus somebody being drunk or high, they're completely two different people. You can't compare them on the same level at all. And so like me living with them, I know the goodness in him and what kind of man he can be and this and that and the other. But when he's on the drugs or when he's on the alcohol, he's a completely different person and I do not know him. And so that's when the people that live with them, the supporters, that's when we get mad and then we start cussing them out, calling them a fucking crackhead, you're fucking stupid, you did this, you did that. Like, and it's a big old fucking blame game. You know what I'm saying? You that you, and then we're so fucking mad. We're just firing off all these emotions and feelings that we got bottled up inside that we've been holding in. You know what I'm saying? And we're only doing it because we love that person and we know the good potential in them, but they keep taking 10 steps forward to move 50 steps back. And that's frustrating for the person that lives with them. And so, like, he knew when that lady was talking, like, I spoke up and I told her, I was like, everything that came out your mouth is everything I've always felt or thought, but never knew how to put it in words. And so, like, he was just like, kind of woke him up to like how I feel, why I bash him, why I say this, why one minute I'm like this and why the next minute I'm like that. And then what it boils down to support. And I feel like a lot of people, it's so easy for them just to throw their hands up in the air and walk away and say, this ain't my problem. And I understand they got to get the help on their own and they need to want the help on their own. But I also know Damon, and I also know that he's the type of person where if you're not pushing him or giving him that support, he'll just continue to fall because he feels like don't nobody care. Because nobody's ever cared about him because he spent 14 years in fucking prison. You know what I'm saying? So he was always alone with no support system. So he don't know what it's like to have that love and support. So let me switch up the role real quick. And let me put on my fucking fighting gloves and let me fucking box this shit the fuck out with you and see what I can handle. But at the same time, I have to maintain my own mentality and my own strength and make sure that I'm good and I'm grounded and I'm healthy. So when he decides, oh, I'm going to go use, Lucy can't fucking loose out. Lucy needs to stay grounded. Like, oh, this is what the fuck it is. And if he wants to go get high, then he's going to go get high. There's nothing I can do about it. But I got to live with the aftermath when he comes back high. So that's when, like, me and the counselor was talking, like, well, try to stay away from him for, 48 to 72 hours and go do Lucy's fucking thing. So you don't have to fucking worry about him. Let the situation die down, whatever. And then it's going to cycle over again. And I'm sorry, but that's just how it works. And then so she was like, well, I got to take Key out of town next week, in the next couple of weeks. So I couldn't go to my other appointment. So she did a cancellation emergency counseling session with me today. And so I went in and I went to just fill her in about the meeting, about him going with me, about him opening up about some issues that he had and talking to me about it and kind of airing out his laundry and things of that sort. And I feel like we really progressed a lot in just a 1 week's time span. And I told her, I was like, like when I left there, I was like, after everything that happened all week long, I was like, that was a lot of stuff that happened in a couple weeks. And she looks at me and she was like, a couple weeks? It's only been 1 week. I was like, what the fuck? I need a whole goddamn reality show over here. Fuck. If all this shit just happened to me in one motherfucking week, could you imagine me airing a reality show for 3 months? The fuck? I mean, for real though, girl, because you know how it gets down. Like, oh my God, I swear. I swear.
We should have did a reaction video to that video you did.
Which one?
You know that one that you was talking about when you and him was apart and you was
Yeah,
talking. You know
when
that.
you broke up and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll do that next time.
Yeah, because like they kind of would need to know the story itself, I guess, to be able to follow, my situation or whatever. I get, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
yeah, and then I don't know.
it take a
But
strong woman to deal with a man like that. So
be
I ain't
honest,
judging. Yep,
yeah,
everybody got their own situation because my boo he drink a lot. That's why I don't live with him. But hey,
but you also have learned along the way how to deal with that and how to cope with certain situations in order to maintain the relationship that you have with him and still offer the support.
mm-hmm.
Like when shit was down and out and he was in the fucking hospital and all that, like you were really all he had. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
and like, could you imagine like walking away from that situation and God forbid something would have happened to him and then now you got to live with that guilt for the rest of your life?
Oh
And so
yeah.
that's what I'm going through. That's what I've been trying to explain to people about how I feel because, I lived with that addict. I put him in prison for 4 years. I let him hit rock bottom. His mama died when he was in prison. So that was his enabler gone. He's got 3 sisters out here. One of them's his twin. Not one of them bitches took him in. Not one. Not
Mm-hmm.
fucking one of them. So, like, where in the fuck were they when I was calling them up talking about, oh, your brother's off the chain, this, that, and the other? They didn't want to deal with the shit. They just wanted to put their hands in the air and say, oh, Lucy, that's your fucking ordeal now. Well, guess what? I didn't know what to do with the shit. You know what I'm saying? All I knew was he had a daughter that was 4 years old, and I didn't want her to see her father grow up to be a goddamn junkie. So I felt like,
Mm-hmm.
with everything that had happened and the domestic violence, yeah, I put him in prison. And yes, I feel like I spared him that extra 4 years. But after he had got out, he was right back at the same thing and I watched him. You couldn't drive down LaGrange Street without seeing him
Wow.
strung out. I promise you. The whole city of Toledo knew he was an addict. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
for the family now to get mad at me because I posted about him being an addict online is a bunch of bullshit because y'all knew he was an addict, but none of y'all helped him. And if you did help him at one point, you walked away from him. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And so now, even though shit went the way it was, like I care. I loved him at one point. I'm mad at him. I hate him. I can't stand him for doing the things that he did and going back to that lifestyle. And it pisses me off that he fucking OD'd and he's dead in the ground now. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw that better in him. I knew the potential because I had went to school with him and I knew him ever since the 4th grade. And then I watched him spiral. So I live with that guilt every
Mm-hmm.
single day because I'm like, what if I stuck by his side? What if when he got out of prison, what if I was here? And then that leads me into Damon because I'm like, if I don't give Damon this little bit of support right now, and I feel like God tells me that. So if I don't give him that little bit of support right now, then he could potentially end up
Your phone ringing, girl.
wait.
Yo, Lucy.
My
Yo,
fucking
Lucy Lou.
yeah,
Lucy.
my mic went off. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Like, I'm not ready to live with that guilt again. So, like, this is my decision. I'm not about to let nobody tell me. Like, his whole family's like, oh, y'all don't need to be together. Why? And why does it matter? Bitch, you're not living in my household. You don't pay my bills. The fuck? Ain't none of your fucking business. If you ain't here to fucking support, you can jump your ass the fuck out of my fucking inbox or off my stat, period. The fuck? This
Mm.
shit's just crazy. Did I tell you, not to change the subject, but I did
You
want to
good?
I did want to tell you this earlier. Hold on, I gotta take a drink because my mouth talks too goddamn much.
Girl, my voice so damn happy. You didn't think I'm a dude at work.
I already know, girl.
I'd be like, girl, I've been dealing with that for so many years. I just laugh. It's just funny. They be embarrassed. So I'm like, I'm not a sir. They be
Right.
embarrassed like a motherfucker. Get to making up excuses. Oh, my phone was low. Oh, this and that. No, I'm a woman.
Right.
A woman.
So who's this foreign lady that says cool with the crew? Who's she?
She not foreign. She a YouTube creator. She had her own channel.
Oh well,
Yeah.
she looked like she had a little turban thing on her head.
Yeah,
That's
she
what.
got a turban. She cool. I watch her all the time. She got a real nice voice,
Okay,
a
hi.
YouTube voice. Yeah,
If you
I'm
watching me,
gonna
hi.
go to her channel and go on her panel one day. Yeah, she be having good content. Yeah,
So
she just recently got her channel. You should subscribe to her.
okay, I'm
Yeah,
new to all this shit. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just waiting.
yeah, yeah.
But so check this out. So, and this is totally off subject. Um, ever since I was little, I always had you're gonna be like Jody's fucking crazy. I always had these fucking intuitions. Like I would like be able to like I don't know, it was like a maybe like a vibe. You can't like you like I catch a vibe. I'd feel some type of way about something. Um and then like as long as I didn't speak on it out loud, then things would happen. Like they'd come true.
Really?
So, and it's about, I know this sounds really crazy. It's like really about your mind power. So for like a like a quick example, um my grandma passed away and I really 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 wanted to talk to her and I wanted to have a dream about her. And so I put my mind on her and I just would focus nothing on nothing but my grandmother. And I don't care if it's like looking at a picture and you got to focus, or if you're focusing on a memory in your mind, but you got to study it and you got to study it very hard with your brain. It's all about the brain, bitch. It's all about the mind. And I go to sleep and it will come true.
Really?
Yeah. And I've never spoken upon this out loud. Even when I was a child, I never told anybody this. And this is going to sound so stupid and bizarre. But you know how, like, you know how everybody, like, for your birthday, how you make a wish and you close your eyes and you don't tell nobody your wish and they say your wish will come true? Well, when I was younger, there's a few instances. So when I was younger, I can remember I had to have been 15, because that's when they like became popular, and it was my birthday, and I went and I wished, and I put all my power and my might in this wish, and it was so stupid, and I wished that I could meet Bone Thugs and Harmony. That was my wish. And I wished on it. And I was 15. When I was 19 years old, it came true. And not only did it come true, girl, I stayed in that nigga's hotel room with him to sun up, and he walked me out to my car. And I got every inch of proof with fucking, um, like pictures and stuff.
Wait, who you talking about? Because girl, I had, got out of here for a minute on
Lazy Bone.
accident.
Talking about Lazy Bone from Bone
Where?
Thugs and Harmony.
Where?
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
No, I said where.
Oh, at the time it was called Toledo Live. It was downtown on Summit Street, and then they got a hotel at the Best Western on Summit Street, which was like a couple doors down. And that's where we had went, and that was the hotel I was at with them all night. But like, I wished that, and it came true. And then another time, I had a dog. His name was Mufasa. I love that dog just like I love Key. And he was, I don't know, girl, he was probably like 5 years old or so. And he was an aggressive dog. He bit. So my friend had came over. And when she came over, we let the dog outside. Well, we forgot to let the dog back in. The dog ended up jumping the fence and he ran away. And my mom, me and my brother, girl, we fucking would drive around for hours. I mean, my mom even let me skip school the whole week, just literally to go look for the dog, girl.
For
We
a
were,
week.
yeah, yes. It was that serious. This was our family dog, girl. Like, we made posters, all this shit looking for this damn dog, right? So basically, it came to the point of, your dog's gone for fucking 8 days. You ain't going to think your dog's coming home. You know what I'm saying? You start giving up hope. So, man, listen, one night I'm like, fuck this shit. And I knew it, like I said, I knew about this whole little brain power shit. It don't always work, okay? But if you put your focus and your mind on it, sometimes you can control shit. So, girl, listen, I don't care if anybody believes about God, religion, whatever, because it ain't even nothing about any of that. But I done put my motherfucking brain to the goddamn stars. I begged and I pleaded. I pleaded for this dog to come home. Please, Lord, bring my dog home. Please, I prayed so hard, Carla. Girl, I went to bed. I woke up. My brother was gone, my mom was gone, and my dad was gone. I was the only one in the house. Nobody was here. I have no idea where the fuck they're at. Here they come, opening up the front door with my dog. Now, check this out. Remember, I told you we let the dog out because my friend came over?
Yeah.
Why in the fuck did the dog end up at her house?
How'd that happen?
I don't know. He just wandered to her house. And that's how I got my dog back.
In the in the same house you live in now?
Yeah. In the
Oh,
whole
okay.
city of Toledo, that dog went to her house. Now
Mm,
you make that make sense. That like what the fuck, right?
mm.
Like all these like little intuitions that I be getting, like they be when I get an intuition, they be right. They be on. So last hold on, what's today? Today's Tuesday. Sunday night. No. Sunday, nope. Hold on. Let me get my story straight. Yeah. Sunday night, because today's Tuesday. Sunday night, I stayed up all night. And Monday, I had to be to work at 7:30 in the morning. And I took my first break at 9. I took a 15-minute nap. And, 15 minutes ain't shit. By the time you fucking close your eyes, your break's fucking over. So my fucking lunch pulls around, and I fucking was talking to Damon's cousin, and I told her, I was like, girl, I said, I'm so tired. I said, I'm about to hang up this phone for my lunch. I'm about to lay down for a half an hour. I was like, and I'll text you in a little bit. She's like, all right. So I laid down. Now, mind you, this is only a half an hour lunch. Check this shit out, girl. I lay down, I went to sleep, and I don't dream often. And in my dream, I had a dream. And in my dream, I heard a bunch of cop cars and sirens and fire trucks. And I immediately thought it was a shooting because of everything that's been going on in our neighborhoods. And this is a dream. Again, this is a dream. And I got up and I looked out my bedroom window, and my bedroom sits in the back of my house. And I could see the house behind me was on fire. And there was smoke coming from the roof, and then flames started to shoot out. And I was like, oh my God, the house behind me is on fire. And then my alarm went off and I woke up. Okay. So when I woke up in real life, it felt so real. I immediately looked out the window.
Students were excited.
My bad.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I was just trying to make sure I was still in the room and stuff. Okay, so when I woke up, I immediately looked out the back window to, see if the house was on fire. Because, girl, it felt so fucking real, I promise you. Okay, now follow this. The people that used to live behind me, the family, their last name is Buckles, with a B, Buckles. And on the side of the chimney is a big B on the house itself. Okay. So now just remember that. Then fast forward 12 hours. Damon's at work. And Damon says to me, babe, there's a fire over by the house.
Wow.
And I said, where? Oh, he said, on Buckeye. I'm like, oh, okay, no big deal. So me and Damon's driving around today, and we went and picked up his medicine, and on the way home, he says to me, turn down Buckeye. And I was like, for what? He was like, because that house caught on fire last night. I want to see it. And all of a sudden, I put 2 and 2 together.
That was a dream you had, huh?
And hold on, in my dream, it was the house behind me, and it was the Buckles house. But if you really pay attention, the house, it wasn't directly behind me, but the street, which is 4 streets behind me, caught on fire on Buckeye Street. Buckeye Street, Buckles, house fire behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, when I made sense of that and thought about my dream, I'm like, holy fucking shit, yo. Like, I instantly called my motherfucking mom. I'm like, look, mom, you gonna really think I'm fucking losing my cookies? But listen, I got proof. Said, just watch, okay? Just watch. And I took a screenshot of me and Nicole's conversation with a timestamp on it that said, girl, I just had a dream that a house behind me caught on fire. What does that mean? And she's like, oh, usually it means it's like a warning sign, whatever. Da, da, da. This is what our conversation was. And I'm like, I don't know. All I know is that it felt so fucking real. I had to look out my window and check on the house behind me to make sure that it wasn't really on fire. And then I took the screenshot from the Citizens app I keep telling you to download. And it says right on there the 911 report from 12:26 a.m. about the house fire that was on Buckeye Street. And I fucking screenshot that shit and I sent it to my mom. My mom was like, holy shit. Like, wow. Girl, I called that shit, but I just didn't know how to call it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't that shit weird?
Hell yeah.
Man,
You
that
got
shit's weird as
you got a
fuck.
sixth sense. You feel shit like a motherfucker.
Man, listen, I told my mom, I said, I don't even be trying to tap in on that side at all. I don't sit here and wish like that or put my brain power towards shit because I don't want to tap in on that side, bitch, because I be seeing shit. And when I say I be seeing shit, I ain't the only one that saw the shit. Damon saw the shit too, bitch. And that's what told me I wasn't fucking crazy. I be seeing black shadows in my motherfucking hallway, bitch.
For real?
Yeah, fucking yeah. Hell yeah. My brother will tell you. My brother will contest to this, and so will Damon.
Put your brother on the map.
Huh?
Promote your brother. Put him on the map. Tell me what he do.
If y'all looking for an audio engineer, y'all need to hit up Todd Roach Fogel. TODD ROACHFOGLE. And that is on Facebook. He owns his own recording studio called North Row Audio LLC. He charges $60 an hour, minimum of 2 hours, mixed, mastered, produced, and you will have your music in your hands by the time you walk out of your 2-hour session. No waiting.
Yeah, that's dope. And that studio is dope too.
19 years experience. He even recorded. Why am I echoing?
I don't know, girl.
Hold on. Here we go. He recorded Phil from Digital Underground has fucking flown here. He fucks with Payne out in fucking New York. He's had people from Cali fucking fly in. He'll make beats, all that shit. I call him Suge White. Nah, but he a goat though, for real.
next
Promise
time,
you.
I'm gonna have you post a link to
You
his
know?
page. Yeah.
You know what? The other day, me and Damon went to the mall, and girl, listen, I wish you could have witnessed this. It was so cute because they don't be doing this shit no more. So we're walking through Franklin in the middle of the mall. You know, I don't know, you probably been in the mall a minute. It's all different now. In the middle of the mall, they basically just got a bunch of chairs and places to sit, whatever. There was a
Yeah,
young
I saw that. Yeah, I've been there.
Okay, so there was a young man there. Man, he had to have been between the ages of 18 and 20. And he had a bunch of friends that was standing around him. And me and Damon's on the other side. We're, this kid's just sitting in the middle of the mall, whatever. And these kids were hitting on the table, making beats, you know what I'm saying, with their hands and shit. And then you remember back in old school days, how Boys to Men, how they used to harmonize and shit. These little kids, man, they're I call them little because I'm 40. So these kids, man, they're just all standing around this one kid, and they're harmonizing, and he starts singing Belle Biv DeVoe, Poison. And
Did he?
it's just this kid. There's just this one kid. Girl, his voice was so fucking good. And me and Damon's walking. Girl, we holding hands. I automatically pull Damon. I turn around. He's like, where you going? I said, Damon, that kid sounds good as fuck. He was like, I know. He was like, he needs to be in your brother's booth. I said, that's what I'm about to go tell him. I walked straight up to this kid, didn't know him from fucking Adam. I'm like, bro, you can fucking blow. My brother is an audio engineer, and I know I may look like a nobody to you, but look, I don't just walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, you sound this good. You need to get in my brother's booth." You will never catch Jody say that shit. The fuck, it takes a lot for me to fucking say some shit like that. So it made me kind of irritated because I wish my brother had like a business card or something that I could have gave him. So no, we're fucking standing in the middle of the mall trying to connect to the goddamn fucking internet, and all this shit. To fucking pull up this information on fucking Facebook so he can fucking friend request them. I inbox my brother. I'm like, I'm gonna need you to get some fucking business cards together. Like the fuck. like
Oh yeah.
like like that would have been convenient, you know what I'm saying, for me just to hand them like a business card. I know a lot of people, they be looking like business cards are obsolete and shit like that, but that moment, you know what I'm saying, like that would have been good. And then I just saw somebody on his stat that just said, I'm looking for somebody that's a male singer that's R&B in the city of Toledo, and like that kid would have been perfect for that shit.
Hmm.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do something for him though, because I'm starting to learn how to do this graphic design stuff with these thumbnails and logos and stuff. I'm gonna make him a digital like card. You know, you do the digital business card.
Right.
I can put his picture in there, and if you want to like get some pictures of the studio, and I can put that on there and just set it up. Then you could just email them, email the person like a digital business card. You know, that'd be dope.
Right. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, so I do that. I do that. Don't take no time. I can do that. Get it out there, you know. And then Rocky Duh I already said I could put his videos. I'm start putting more of his videos up and stuff. Yeah.
so after like this stream and shit's over with, like with it being live right now, like are you able to post it so it would stay up?
Post what?
Like what, like tonight, like what we're talking, like me talking and all this shit.
It's on TV right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like when the stream's over with, like does it
Oh
stay?
yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely share it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So shit, I could come on here.
Yeah, but I wish I knew how to, because I want you to share this damn link on your Instagram so some people can come in and watch you talk your shit. But I don't know how to do all of that. Yeah, I'm learning, but
Girl, my Instagram's booty as fuck.
not
I ain't.
Instagram. I'm in Facebook. I'm in
I was
Facebook.
gonna say because I ain't hardly got any friends on Instagram because I
I ain't
keep.
mean Instagram, girl. I'm just thinking about Instagram because my shit got hacked. I'm so motherfucking mad. I'm trying to get my channel back, and they emailing me back in a whole different fucking language. So I gotta find out how to get my shit back. I had almost 7,000 fucking followers, and it was a scam. And another YouTuber was talking about it just happened to them, and right when they was talking about, it, I said, "Damn, I just this shit just happened to me too." And then they said taking maybe a few days to get your channel back, but I'm gonna get it back though.
This is crazy, mom. I don't know.
I meant you could have posted this link in your Instagram, and then if they hit the link, they can just come right up on there and watch you talk your shit.
Oh, look. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Why? Why the fuck? Here was another topic, bitch.
I think your oh god, what happened? Your phone run, girl? Where you at, girl? Where you at, girl? Where you at? Where you at? Hey, Coolin, I wish you could come up here and talk with us, but I don't know how to drop the link yet. It'll all come. Lucy Lou, what happened to you? Yo, Lucy. Lucy. My voice deep as hell. I don't give a damn. Jody, where you at, girl? Did you get a phone call or what?